EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike's by four, Mike's by four, Mike's by four. Time to go. Back one. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Rodgers going to throw. And Adams has it. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
6-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing is Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 50-yard line.
Second and 11.
26. Watch the safety creep. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That one's going to be complete to David Moore. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
To David Moore. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Metcalf, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
4th down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, 5, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Seahawks 0. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over first down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Redmond up to make the tackle. A gain of 10.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Here's Carson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And he's got Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd down.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Seahawks.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Rodgers. He's going to try and go deep again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the Seahawks first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside of the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They show run with three tight ends here on first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vincent Mayoa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Expect nothing less, baby.
And
Expect
all
nothing
the
less.
way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 71 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Kickoff for Seattle.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get get this up to about the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. On the run, he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
First and 10.
33 yards that time. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Covered by Jamal Adams.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Clear right.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Good for the Green Bay.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Rodgers now to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
At the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Seattle.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Zadarius Smith there, getting in and bringing him to the ground. To try again after the sack. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On third down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vincent Mayowa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Rodgers to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Brings up third down.
Now Rodgers. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Steps away. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, either way, they were getting the ball back.
Yeah, and it was 4th down. Don't you have to try and take a shot anyway instead of trying to ground it? That didn't work at all.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Hey. Mike's 50. Check. Mike 50.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This from 51 yards for the win. It's on target, and it's good from